No room for a leopard. Below Bond's cottage was a forest of oak and maple and Himalayan rhododendron. A narrow path twisted its way down through the trees. At the bottom of the hill, a path led onto a grassy verge surrounded by wild dog roses. The streams ran close by the verge, tumbling over smooth pebbles. One evening, as he passed, Bond heard the langurs chattering in the oak and rhododendron trees, and he was not the cause of their excitement. A shower of pebbles came rattling down the steep hillside, and Bond looked up to see an orange-gold leopard poised on a rock about 20 feet above him. It was not looking towards him, but had its head thrust attentively forward in the direction of the ravine. It must have sensed his presence because it slowly turned its head and looked down at him. To give himself courage, Bond clapped his hands sharply, and the leopard sprang away into the thickets. He was surprised to see the animal, which was nearing extinction, so close to Missouri. It was some weeks before he saw the leopard again, although at times he felt certain that he was being followed. One day, while climbing the hill, Bond met a party of hunters resting beneath the oaks. They asked him if he had seen a leopard, to which the author replied that he had not. The hunters had seen the carcass of the deer and the leopard's pug marks and kept coming to the forest. The author heard their guns banging away, for they were ready to fire at almost everything. Another day, Bond, after crossing the stream, climbed Paritiba, a bleak, scrub-covered hill where no one lived. At the top was a plateau with a few pine trees and piles of rubble overgrown with weeds. As he walked through the roofless ruins, he became increasingly aware of the strong feline odor of one of the cat family. The dark cavern seemed to lead downwards, and the smell was stronger when he approached the spot. He did not venture any further. He wanted to believe that the leopard acknowledged his visit in the friendliest way, by ignoring his presence altogether. It was his trust that he wanted. But did the leopard, trusting one man, make the mistake of trusting others? Because next day, coming up the path from the stream, shouting and beating their drums, were the hunters. They had a long bamboo pole across their shoulders, and slung from the pole, feet up, head down, was the lifeless body of the leopard. It had been shot in the neck and in the head. Bond walked home through the silent forest. It was very silent, almost as though the birds and animals knew that their trust had been violated. The lines of a poem by D.H. Lawrence echoed in the author's mind. There was room in the world for a mountain lion and me.